Hi there and welcome to yet another video where we discuss career success and even how you can be able to succeed beyond your career. And in today's video, we are going to look at what are some of the reasons that prevent us from growing. And when you talk about growth, I'm not just talking about career growth. It could be improving our finances, it could be taking better care of our health, it could even be taking care of our relationships, because all these things matter. And as you and I know, if one area is not working in your life, your finances are not working, you're definitely not going to have a successful career. And for sure, if you're not seeing eye to eye with the important people, with the people who matter in your life, then your relationship will definitely affect your career. And so the reason why I thought about this topic is because we are coming, to the end of the year. We are in November now, and in the next few days, we'll be saying bye to 2021. And I was reflecting and looking back in my life and thinking, Paminas, what have you been able to achieve in 2021? I would definitely say that 2021 has been better in some ways compared to 2020. And more so when I look at my career, I would say I've registered some good gains. For example, this channel is new, it's 4 months old, and it has made the biggest difference for me this new year. But there are many things that I've not been able to achieve. For example, I'm still addicted to chapatis. I still have my 3-4 chapatis. I'm trying to do away with wheat. Yeah, my colleagues here are smiling. And so health, I'm sure I can be able to do better. That's where I am, and I'm hoping that 2022 will be much better. So in today's video, I'll share with you, just like I was reflecting back, I was looking at what keeps us from growth, because if you talk to almost anyone out there, even in the street, no matter how young they are or how old they are always seeking to improve themselves. But when you look at their action, when you look at where they are versus where they are supposed to be, there's a very big difference. There's a very big gap. So I'll share with you the 4 things I believe are keeping us, away from us being able to achieve our goals, us being able to achieve our visions. And so this is more about Paminas as an individual. It's not so much about careers. And sharing with you the journey that I've taken this year and what I've learned. So the number one reason why most of us don't make progress, be it in our career, be it in our finances, is because of fear. And what I've come to see, the fear of the unknown really keeps us back. Reason being, when we don't know something as human beings, for sure we will not make the next step. And that is why most of us, when it gets dark, 6 p.m., 7 p.m., the reason why there's traffic is because everyone wants to get home in time before the darkness. Reason being, when it's dark, you don't know what will happen. Someone will be looking for you, you might meet with a violent person, and you can see how fear really it's a big motivator when it comes to humans and our decisions. Think about swimming. If you've never known how to swim, probably the reason why is because you don't know how you'd behave in water, and that keeps you from even not being able to do something, an activity that you'd end up enjoying. So fear is a big determinant, and this prevents a lot of us from taking that next step. The way to deal with fear is then you start small. So today, if you're here, you're watching this video, you've always wanted to earn a 6-figure salary, and yet whatever you're earning doesn't even come close. For me, I'll tell you, don't lose hope. Start small. There's another channel I have for people who are looking to be consultants, and I always tell them the first step you need to take is even just come up with a name of your consultancy. Just by writing that name, I can assure you that it will start another whole process of saying, okay, now I have a name, so how do I go and register it at the Register of Companies? And after you register it, then you'll be thinking about how do I get a website, and from there, at the end of the day, you'll find that all of a sudden you have a company, and that will only be possible because you decided to take more steps. So that's the way we deal with fear. So my challenge to you by the time this video ends, look at the area you want to improve in your life and write the steps that you need, to take, and start with the first step. And the more easier it is, the better it will be for you. The second reason why most of us are not growing is because we don't take responsibility. We blame others, we blame circumstances. You blame your boss, you blame where you came from, you blame your parents, you blame your boyfriend, girlfriend, but ask yourself, what are you doing about the situation? And the way I look at it nowadays is, yes, there are so many factors out there which could be preventing me from succeeding. But there are so many also other factors that, I am in charge of. I'll give you an example. When it comes to job search, I know there's a lot of frustration out there. There's a sense that people advertise jobs that are fake, or people advertise jobs when they already have people predetermined, a predetermined outcome. But however, I'll tell you, in my experience, almost 90% of the jobs advertised there are genuine, But here you are, you're not applying for a job because you think that other people have been chosen. Now, I know it's a possibility, and I'm not saying these are facts. There are some opportunities there where someone will advertise and maybe they have their 3 or 4 preferred candidates, But the reality is, I'll tell you, apply for that job, go for that interview, and give it your best shot. Let other people decide. Let them have their other motives. Let them do their own things. But for you, I can tell you, the more opportunities you put yourself out there, then the higher the likelihood that you're going to succeed. So we cannot be able to grow in our career, in our lives, if we don't take responsibility. So let's stop blaming others. Let's learn to take responsibility. Other people, yes, they have influence over us. Situations have influence over us, but there are many, many other situations or other ways that we can be able to influence. On to my point number 4, and you may really not like this. A lot of us have goals, we have dreams, we want to succeed. But how about self-discipline? I'm here to tell you that you cannot reach the top if you're not willing to make sacrifices. I remember when I became a consultant, I remember my last boss, the advice he gave me. By the time I was leaving that job, I wasn't a boss as such. And he told me, now, when you get to the top, that's the time you realize what sacrifices are. Because sometimes I would find my boss, sometimes I would find he's written to me emails on Sunday, he was working even on Sunday. And it hit me hard. When I became a consultant, it took me 7 years for me to take leave. And leave here, I mean 5 days outside the office. Yeah. And that's the sacrifice it has taken me to be able to be where I am, to be a consultant, and even to be able to do what I'm doing today. So sacrifices might come in terms of you devoting the time. It might come in terms of you investing your own money, and it might come in terms of you making sure you nurture relationship. So self-discipline is very, very important, and we are not going to go far, we are not going to get to the top if we don't have self-discipline. And I've seen this really work for people. In fact, they say one of the biggest determinants whether you'll be a rich or wealthy person is, are you able to delay gratification? So if you're the kind of person who, whenever you are paid, you make sure you reduce your salary so much so that you can be able to concentrate the rest of the month, then how are you going to make it in life? But if you get paid and you make sure you allocate some money to your savings account, and you never touch that because you are very well self-disciplined, then who knows, at the end of the year or 2 years, you'll have enough money either to buy a plot, either to start your own side hustles, But that will only be possible because you have the self-discipline. And on to my last point, and this is something I've learned over the last few years, is support. Do you have the right support? A lot of us are not succeeding, we are not growing because we don't have support. Why? And how does support apply here? There are two ways. Number one, are you surrounding yourself with the right people? You could be having the right self-discipline, you could be taking the responsibility, you've faced fear and you've overcome it, But If you surround yourself with negative people who only think of the worst case situation, then trust me, you're not going to have the staying power. And chances of you dropping the ball or thinking this is taking too long will be there. Okay, so make sure that you surround yourself with the right people who are able to push you to the next level, people who are able to encourage you, people who are able to tell you that you are doing the right thing. However, don't stop there. Support also is very important when you get a mentor or a coach. And how does this apply? Now, whichever stage you are in life, whatever you're looking to achieve in life, other people have been there and done it. And what I've come to learn this year is that whatever I want to achieve, the other people I can consult and they can tell me how they went about it. A lot of times the reason why we don't succeed is because we don't know the how. Yes, you may not be fearing. In terms of responsibility, you might be the most responsible person. You might even have the self-discipline. But if you don't know how to go about it, then for sure you're not going to go far. And this is where mentors, experts come in. Think about a building. You might be having millions in your bank account, but if you're not an architect, you're not going to come up with a house. If you are sick right now, you need the services of a doctor. The millions in the bank is not going to help you. So what I've come to learn in my career nowadays, I don't really struggle. If I want to know how YouTube videos are made, I go to the experts, I consult them. If I have a health issue, I also go to an expert. And the world nowadays is also very open. Information is really available. So there are videos out there, there are websites out there, there are channels like this one where you can come, subscribe, and be able to learn as much as possible. So as you can see, support is really available. And don't think that you can make it on your own. Even the most successful people in the world, think of the Bill Gates, think of our own politician. If you look around, there are many people who are supporting them. So don't ignore other people's input. Don't ignore that you need help. And if you can get a mentor or a coach, it will really make a difference. And before you even talk to a mentor or a coach, make sure you have the right resources. Subscribe to videos like this one, channels like this one, so that you can be able to get the right information. Subscribe to blogs, that speak to whatever area you are looking to improve. And trust me, within 6 months or even up to 1 year, you really see a big difference. There you have it. I wanted to share with you my experience when it comes to growth, when it comes to us getting to the next level. And I believe if you're able to address those 4 areas that I've shared with you, then you're going to see a very big difference in your life. So thank you very much. It's been happy sharing these tips with you, and every week we have new videos. So do subscribe and I'll be able to share with you more tips. Thank you and have a good day.